Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 497. Episode number 497 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow us on our social media, on Twitter and Gab. I'm on both of those social media under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, folks, I want to go ahead and just clear things up out here. If you did not listen to this Saturday night's troll show, because maybe you're not into that, I want to apologize first and foremost for basically having a very spotty broadcasting schedule last week, to say the least. Once again, if you all didn't know, Mrs. Ghost gotten into a little bit of an unfortunate car accident on last Tuesday. And, it kind of shocked everybody. It shocked me, I'll tell you that. And if y'all don't know about the squirrel incident, she tried to swerve to avoid a squirrel, and, now I got $5,000. Not only do I have $5,000 damage on my car now, the mechanics got it, and they're doing the whole, the brakes on there, and there's some brakes, and you could use some, a transmission flush, and, you could use the gaskets and your oil gaskets. And Jesus Christ, man. So I don't even know what the hell the bill's going to be, and you combine that with, everything that, I got to do a lot of things, folks. I'm an independent capitalist. You always have to think about what you are going to do every single day financially. And, it's a little under pressure. I broadcast every single day, folks. Well, except Sundays. I got to at least have a Sunday off. Geez. 3 hours a day, 6 days a week. And on top of that, folks, I got brick-mortar businesses. And, the good part about having brick-mortar businesses in today's America, and with today's technology, I've got a streamlined system, and I'm not saying I have like a whole bunch of stores or anything to that capacity, but the brick mortars that I do have, I don't technically need to be there for them to run as a streamlined operation. There's technology now, folks, where I can literally just go in from my phone or a computer or a tablet and literally log in somewhere and view what the hell my employees are doing from right here in the comfort of my damn, $1,500 chair here. You understand? I mean, so, but at the same time, I still got to look. I still, got to make sure, I should say, that these folks aren't ripping me off. They aren't mistreating customers. They aren't, doing something that could hold me liable to any capacity. You understand? Oh, man, the system I got is great, man. Not only can I log in and watch these people on a damn camera, but I also can literally see the transactions that are going on. Man, it is beautiful, man. And if I don't like something, I can rewind it. I can do anything. And if I don't like something, just call them up and say, hey, what the hell's going on? And it's just self-sustaining, man. It's beautiful. I mean, but, those types of operations, it takes time. You got to build them. You got to make sure that they're nurtured. You got to get the right people. You got to get people that, have a long-term type of outlook as it pertains to their occupations. But anyway, I'm digressing here a little bit, folks. A lot of pressure last week, and I just decided that I needed to take a little bit of a sabbatical. And I talked about that sabbatical this past Saturday. I don't want to go over it, but I had to use the proverbial terminology of my urban brethren, I was doing me. All right, that's what I was doing. I was doing me. And basically, I just took a sabbatical from everything on the internets. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all of it. I mean, news. I didn't want to hear nothing. I was just involved with IRL in real life. Anyway, if you wanted to hear what I partook in my sabbatical, I strongly advise you to take a look at the Saturday Night Troll Show, Episode 9, in the archive. Of course, the archive can be found, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. With that being said, folks, we are not going to have too many of those, hopefully, again. And I want to extend my sincerest apologies who were people that were out there who thought I was dead. I mean, there was actual rumors out here on the internets that I was dead. I was dead. I heard that I died in a car. Somebody said I died in a motorcycle accident. A freaking motorcycle accident. Are you kidding me? My wife would kill me if I went into a motor. I mean, you serious? I'm just saying. I mean, I could get a motorcycle if I want, but I'm just saying. She'd be like, no, not a motorcycle, no. Because first of all, I'm too old to be getting a motorcycle right now, man. I'm too old. Old guys that get motorcycles, there's a problem there. There's a midlife crisis going on. There's something there, all right? And not to mention, when you're over a certain age, the reason that the whole motorcycle kick just kind of should pass you by is because you shouldn't be taking too much chances after a certain age, man. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be a certain age, I mean, why in the hell are you going to roll the dice? You know what I mean? Why in the hell are you going to roll the dice and say, you know what, I'm gonna tempt fate. Yeah, I'm going to ride a motorcycle, even though I've never ridden one before in my life. I'm going to act like I've got the balls of steel, and I'm going to act like I'm going to conjure up that 24-year-old man that I never was when I was 24, but now that I'm 54, now that I'm 64, now that I'm 74, I'm going to go out and do it now. No, that's not what you do. And not to mention, folks, I'm digressing here, but for you folks that are considering motorcycle, unless you've done it as a young man, all right, unless you've done it as a young man, then I don't advise you to do it. Because you can ask any biker that, and I know a lot of them, okay, but you can ask any biker, it's not if you fall, it's when. You know what I'm saying? All bikers have taken hard-ass falls, man, and those falls are very, very risky. Not to mention that many of the damn drivers on the road don't even give a two rat's asses about bikers out there on the road either. So, I mean, in my view, man, I just no way. No way. Anyway, folks, with that being said, I'm not dead. I'm here. Everything's all good. So let's just go ahead and dispel all those rumors out of the way, okay? I don't know why you guys go to this extreme. Now, I get it. I didn't tweet anything. I didn't say anything. And I got a little bit of concern out of folk. I get it. But, 2 days. I just needed a 2-day sabbatical. As you can hear from my voice, I sound a little fresher. You know what I mean? I sound a little bit more crisp. I mean, I needed to do it. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, with that being said, folks, now that we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the crux of the subject matter. And I want to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency, folks. Let's get into finances right now. Folks, did you all see cryptocurrency this weekend? By God, did you see cryptocurrency this weekend? Now, what have I been telling each and every one of you folks? I've been getting a lot of haterade from a bunch of obviously life losers. Every time I ever cover cryptocurrency, obviously it's a bunch of troll, fat jelly asses. They're just trying to get a rise out of me. But there are some people in there that genuinely are, you're scamming, Ghost. Your cryptocurrency's a scam. Well, you know what? That's why you're you and we're capitalists, all right? Have you taken a look at the goddamn prices of every cryptocurrency out there today? What would I tell each and every one of you, man? I told you that we were at the beginning. That's why I started covering cryptocurrency first in the financial hour of True Capitalist Radio broadcast, because I said this is where people are going to be able to make tremendous gains in a very short period of time. And that's why I was trying to use this broadcast, all right, so that I could get some of you involved in this wealth revolution that is happening right before our eyes, folks. Now, for those of you that actually listen to yours truly, you know what? You're welcome. All right, you're welcome. But I don't want nothing. You know what I want you to do? I want you to use whatever wealth that you're generating from cryptocurrency, because this is just the beginning, boy. I mean, we're going to see some volatility. Obviously, that's the cryptocurrency markets. But you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you this. As days go by, we are seeing cryptocurrency incrementally getting more and more accepted as legal tender, more and more accepted in different parts of the world, more accepted within financial markets and across the world. Folks, I'm telling you, man, this is the time here. This is the time to get involved and make serious cash. All right? I'm telling you, man. And listen, when you see these rises in cryptocurrency, what have I been telling you folks to do? Don't just sit there and look at it. Move it around. You've got to move this cryptocurrency around, man. It's a very, very volatile market. Very volatile. So the thing is, in this market is, okay, once you see the gains, you got to be able to keep those gains, if not make more. Now, how do you do that? You got to trade it. You got to move it around a little bit. Now, of course, folks, I have been incrementally trying to show people and, advise people or suggest to people where you can conduct yourselves in these types of capacities, where you can trade, where you can mine, where you could, get your wallets, that sort of thing. But, folks, right now, listen, I don't know what else I could tell you to convince you that this cryptocurrency situation is unbelievably for real. Now, listen, I know I'm out like almost, obviously more than $5,000 on my wife's unfortunate car accident because she tried to get damn swerve and to save a squirrel's life. But I made more than that in cryptocurrency this weekend, and I'm not even joking around, man. I'm not even kidding around. I mean, this is a phenomena that needs to be recognized, and I hope that some of you listened to me like at least 2 months ago Because if you'd have listened to me 2 months ago, you'd be up at least 100% on your money right now. You know what I mean? I'm not joking around. I'm not even kidding. You'd be up 100+% on your damn money. And that's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the cryptocurrency markets first and foremost, folks, okay? Because right now we're seeing some contraction after a weekend of unbelievable buying. And, of course, folks, the reason people are buying is because, everyone is adopting, everyone wants to accept cryptocurrency is the future. And, I just want a piece of it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got a naysayer here saying,
yeah, well, Bitcoin did this a couple of years ago. It'll come back down and...
First of all, I don't think so, okay? The reason it went down the last time is because it was only Bitcoin on the market there, genius, okay? There was no other cryptocurrency or one that was actually as legitimate as cryptocurrency. Secondly, the majority of the folks that have mined Bitcoin, the majority of the folks that were there on the scene first, they're the ones that are hoarding all the Bitcoin now. They're hoarding all the Bitcoin. And this is really what's bringing down the price. This is what will literally kind of provide a huge dip at some point again in Bitcoin, because when you've got a small concentrated group of people owning a good percentage of the Bitcoin because they were there first, that means that they could start dumping. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin right now, okay? The Bitcoin price right now is over $1,400. So at some point, this small consortium of folks that have mined all the Bitcoin that has a good percentage of it, when they start dumping, that is what will drive the cost down on that particular cryptocurrency, because they're the ones with the majority of, or I shouldn't say a majority, you just need a share that's worth at least 10, 15%. If somebody or some group or some consortium has 15%, 10% of a cryptocurrency, they could legitimately make or break that currency. And that's what's happening here in Bitcoin. Now, of course, no one wants to talk about that, and that's why yours truly has been a fan of Ethereum, okay? Yeah, I'm serious. I've been a big fan of Ethereum here, and if you would have listened to me, you would have been, man, you would have more than doubled your money, man. That's all I'm saying. Let's just go ahead and start covering these things before I get too long-winded here. Let's get to Bitcoin. All right, symbol BTC. The current market capitalization for Bitcoin is $23.2 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 16.3 million Bitcoin in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 7%. The current price for Bitcoin, folks, $1,427.87 per Bitcoin. Can you believe that crap? $1,427.87 per Bitcoin. Good. Look, I told you. Listen, making money is what I do. I know all you trolls out here, you like to troll me, you like to sit over here and be like,
yeah, Ghost, you know what you're talking about. Yeah, cryptocurrency's a scam. Yeah.
That's why you're in mommy's basement, folks. All right, those of you that are hating on me, those of you that thought you could use this whole goddamn cryptocurrency thing as a trolling mechanism, look at who's laughing now, asshole. You're sitting there still living off your goddamn stupid Applebee's patronizing mother, some happy hour whore bag, while us capitalists are out here making things happen, baby. That's what we do. You see, that's the difference between capitalists and you. You sit there, you bitch and moan, and you point the finger at everybody else on why your life is a pathetic piece of waste of significance, when in actuality you should be conjuring up the energy instead of using it, bitching, and go out and make something happen for yourself, you milky liquor. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, I don't know why. I mean, $1,427.87 for Bitcoin, man. I mean, what did I tell you? I told you that these damn prices were at the beginning of taking off. Didn't I say that? And I still think we're at the beginning, man. I still think we're at the beginning. Now, let's get to Ethereum, folks, all right? Ethereum, symbol ETH, the current market capitalization for Ethereum is $6.8 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Ethereum is 91.2 million in circulation. Now, in the past 24 hours, it has gone down. We're seeing a contraction today from this weekend's humongous wave on most of these cryptocurrencies. But either way, even though it's down 1.69% in a 24-hour period, the price of Ethereum, symbol ETH, $75.43. It was as high as $82 earlier today, folks. $82. When I started covering Ethereum, it was at $40. It was at $40. I know. I started mining it at that rate, man. I started hoarding it at that rate. I'm not even joking, man. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And somebody's saying that they're hearing loud beeps on my broadcast again. Oh, that's great. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? I would not be surprised, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, before I move on, I do want to remind everybody that I started mining Ethereum in the cloud. All right, and I mean I've been mining it for about maybe a month and a half. All right, now for a month, I'm going to be honest with you. In the cloud, I have made I would say, let me look at it. Made about a little over 1.6 Ethereum in a month, and that's on the mining in the cloud. 1.6 Ethereum in a month. All right, now I mean at that rate, you can already imagine. You know, you're going to pay off your contract, or I'm going to pay off my contract within about 7 months, maybe sooner, depending on the price. I think it might be 6 months, depending on the price of Ethereum. Me personally, folks, the reason I like Ethereum is because of the smart contract flexibility with Ethereum. I mean, it kind of eliminates the third-party type services that are nothing more than middlemen, like Uber or Lyft. I mean, nothing against those companies, but I mean, there should be like no reason why there should be a company that's just there as a middleman when, you know, there just needs to be some kind of arbitrary contract in which both parties that are conducting a transaction are happy, and that contract can be looked upon, and it doesn't necessarily need a third party for it. So that flexibility, and on top of it, it's faster. And lest we forget, I also mentioned that Ethereum, all right, Ethereum is...
You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber Policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices. Free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com.
A little bit more faster as it pertains to its transaction capabilities than Bitcoin. Lest we forget that Ethereum is also a crowd-funded cryptocurrency. It is not something that has been concocted by a small group of people or an individual, which many of these cryptocurrencies have been. So there's a lot of reasons why I went right at Ethereum. I mean, I'm literally, all right, I am literally just mining the hell out of it. And if you want, look, for all you guys that are, out there mining with me out there, I mean, I'm telling you, it's just money in the bank, baby, money in the bank. Anyway, if you want to mine, once again, Genesis-Mining is the cloud mining, the premier cloud mining, legit cloud mining company. All right, I'm making money. There's everybody that's in the inner circle that's doing it is making cash while we're trading, while we're conducting ourselves. It's great, man. So once again, there it is. Let me go ahead and tweet it. So folks, take advantage, man. I'm telling you, take advantage. Even if you're not mining it, hoard it, obtain it like gold. That's what I've been telling you, haven't I? Just obtain it somehow, some way, man. Anyway, discount code for Genesis-Mining is WEA296. Discount code is WEA296. I'm making money every day, folks. 2-year contract, you cannot beat it. Anyway, folks, once again, Ethereum's price, $75.43. Let's get to Litecoin. Litecoin saw a little bit of a bump up also. All these cryptocurrencies this weekend were on the plus side. We're seeing a little bit of a retraction or contraction because people are cashing out, baby. People are cashing out. I don't blame them. I'm cashing out too. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm cashing out too. Anyway, Litecoin, symbol LTC. The current market capitalization for Litecoin is $786 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 50.8 million. Sorry, 50.8 million in circulation, not 50.8 million in circulation for Litecoin. Sorry about that. I don't want to over-circulate Litecoin out of nowhere. It's 50.8 million. As in milky liquor. Anyway, in the past 24 hours, it has gone down 0.92%. The current price for Litecoin, symbol LTC, current price $15.45 per Litecoin cryptocurrency. Let's get to Dash. Dash was seeing about $92 earlier this weekend. Of course, it's starting to come down. Everything's coming down, with the exception of a few. We've got Dash, symbol DASH. Current market capitalization for Dash is $640 million market capitalization. All right, the current circulating supply for Dash, which I still think Dash is also an attractive cryptocurrency, is once again a fast cryptocurrency. It's what I mean by that the transaction time is very, very quick, which is what makes Dash attractive. Not to mention, it's a very low circulated right now cryptocurrency. Current circulating supply is 7.2 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 3.02%. But the current price of Dash Coin, symbol DASH, current price $88.12 per Dash Coin. And lest we forget, man, when I was covering this in the beginning, when I first started introducing cryptocurrency in the first part of the financial hour of this show, what was it, about $60? $60 and change? Let's get to Ethereum Classic, which, folks, I mean, have you seen the damn wave on Ethereum Classic has not stopped waving. Big money. I made some money in Ethereum Classic. There's big money. Let's take a look at it. Ethereum Classic, symbol ETC. The current market capitalization for Ethereum Classic is $599 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Ethereum Classic is 91.2 million Ethereum Classic in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up. I mean, I haven't seen it gone down in at least a week. Ethereum, I haven't seen it gone down in at least a week. All right, in the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 2.63%. The current price for Ethereum Classic, symbol ETC, current price $6.57 per Ethereum Classic. When I started covering this, folks, Ethereum Classic was barely over $2. Barely over $2. You see what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell you. I mean, you're missing out. You're missing out, man. I don't know what the hell. I tried. I'm not kidding. Whenever I say I'm giving people millions of dollars of information on this broadcast for free, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Anyway, let's get to the Monero. Monero, symbol XMR, current market capitalization for the Monero is $328 million. The current circulating supply is 14.3 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone down 3.72%. Current price for Monero, symbol XMR, current price $22.82 per Monero. Let's get to Zcash, folks. What have I been telling you about Zcash also? All right, it's coming down after some major waves as well, folks. But, man, you take a look at this weekend's chart on Zcash. I mean, good God. Anyways, Zcash, symbol ZEC. The current market capitalization for Zcash is $107 million. The current circulating supply for Zcash is 1.2 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Zcash has gone down 6.53%. But lest we forget, folks, I had just seen this earlier today, Zcash at about $95. All right, $95. When I started covering Zcash, it was like, what, $50, 55 or something like that? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm giving you money. I'm trying. I'm trying here. Good God, I'm trying. Good God. Anyway, current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, current price $88.90 per Zcash. All right? Let's go ahead and continue. We've got Decred, symbol DCR. Now, we're seeing some come down on Decred. It is pulling back hard today. Current market capitalization for Decred is $68.5 million. The current circulating supply for Decred is 4.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Decred has gone down 7.01%. Current price for Decred, symbol DCR, current price $14.29 per Decred cryptocurrency. Let's continue going, folks, because a lot of red going on, a lot of red because everybody's pulling back. Everybody's pulling back, but, this is typical of the cryptocurrency markets. I actually like this kind of volatility. It's this kind of volatility that creates liquidity. And what is liquidity, folks? Let's go back, and I know for some of you folks that have listened to me for a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but these are for people that are just tuning in that don't know. Liquidity is this. Let's say you purchased this, let's say on Friday, let's say you purchased Ethereum, and Ethereum was at about 60 and whatever the hell it was, 60 and change. And now it's about $75. All right? Well, that from $60 to that $75 mark, that is liquidity right there. You could call it profit. I call it liquidity because what you want to do with that, you don't want to just take that and then put it in your pocket and burn it. You want to be able to use that to make even more profits in another play. And the key point about trying to keep up with your cryptocurrency is to move it around as much as you can, because you don't want to get hit too much on a downslide of highly volatile day or news or whatever that could be causing some dips in the market. You don't want to be caught holding the bag there. You want to be able to continue to move your money. Just move it around. Just move it all around, baby. I mean, this is what I like about cryptocurrency. It gives people the ability to understand how to move around your money and what moving money means, like how to move money. it's very, very liberating in my view, and I am I'm sold on cryptocurrency, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sold on it. I think that at least for the next 2 years, if you guys accumulate it like gold, mine it, I don't trade it, I don't care how you get it, just get it, you are going to be thanking me. You should already be thanking me, let's be honest, because, I mean, just on what I've been suggesting, everybody get in on it, you'd be at least up 100% on your money. I'm not even joking, man. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end the cryptocurrency coverage there, all right? But, once again, for you folks that need, you want to, well, how do I move my money, Ghost? What do I do? I don't get it. Well, here is an anonymous way to trade and move your money very, very easily, folks. Now, currently, I'm guinea pigging around with other type of trading companies in which they're providing very, very exclusive type financial instruments. And I'm going to be introducing some of those later on this week in the first hour. And I'm talking about trading here. Let me go ahead and tweet out this one I'm talking about here. If you want to trade anonymously, all you need is an email. You want to move your money around. Here is a company right here, very easy. You'll be able to move your money around, and I think they have they cover over 50 different cryptocurrencies. So let me go ahead and tweet that out. There it is right there, folks. If you need help moving your money really fast, if you don't want to lose any kind of big profits that you're obtaining from one of these big waves, be sure to move it somehow. I just tweeted it right there for all you folks that are just wanting to know a place to where, hey, how can I move my money here? I want to just move it around. And not to mention, you don't want any information. You don't want to provide any kind of, account information or anything of that nature. You just want to stick to strictly crypto anonymous. That's a pretty good service right there. But I'm going to introduce a couple of other services later on this week that are not only trading companies in which you can trade cryptocurrencies, but I've got a couple of services that will actually allow you to not only trade cryptocurrencies, but actual commodities in exchange for cryptocurrencies, like on the commodities exchanges and certain blue chip stocks and actual physical currencies from around the world. So this will provide a very, very interesting advantage for folks that are already in the cryptocurrency arena. It'll give them an opportunity to maybe roll over those cryptocurrency profits or those cryptocurrency gains and maybe move them into some blue chip stock. I mean, who the hell knows, baby? Who knows? Oh, man. And I'm going to introduce those this week. I'm also going to introduce, people are asking me, how do you trade crypto for real money? I'll go ahead and talk about that as well. Listen, the reason that I've got to incrementally talk about this because this subject is a very complicated subject. That's why it hasn't grown as fast as it should, because it has to be complicated to some degree because it's currency, it's money. I mean, you have to make sure that the integrity of such a thing is going to stay intact. And as a result, it's a new type of idea. This is a new market. Cryptocurrency is brand new, so you have a lot of folks that are just kind of opening up shop, and that's why I'm kind of acting as the guinea pig to see what services are legit, which ones aren't, whatever the case might be. And I will always try to do my best to give you guys the best services that I can find so that you can apply them to your financial situation and make yourself even more money. All right? I'm not even joking around. So, and listen, I'm not even going to stop there. I'm also going to introduce, for some gambling aspects. Yeah, you can actually gamble your cryptocurrency, and it's anonymous, completely anonymous. So what that means is that you don't necessarily have to have any kind of, IDs or anything of that nature. You just got to have the crypto. So anyway, folks, I got a lot of exciting stuff. I just want folks to, first of all, obtain it, and then once you obtain it, then that's when you figure out, how do I get more of it? And then when you get more of it, that's when you can start cashing out. That's when you can start cashing out. And we're going to talk about all that in the coming days, the coming weeks. I also want to say, folks, that Ghost.report, all right, which was supposed to be, capitalist kind of a news site. Well, you know what? Nobody wanted to see the news site anyway. Everybody was, I don't know what the problem was. Well, it's a brand new site now, and you know what Ghost.report is now? It's me doing me. That's what it is. I'm using it now as a social media style type of a ordeal, and I may start posting some posts on cryptocurrency strategies, how to do it, how to cash out, how to be able to expand your investment potentials, that sort of thing. So anyway, man, thank you guys first and foremost for listening to the cryptocurrency portion of the broadcast. Let's go ahead and get to the stocks and commodities in the United States because there's still money there, folks. Remember, even though it's not as lucrative as it pertains to the high amount of profits, the reason there's still money here is because, in my view, stocks is one of the only financial instruments that not only allow you to purchase and you're able to make a profit on the movement of the price of the stock itself, but you're also, when you have high-end, blue-chip, high-yield dividend stock, all right, you tend to, depending on the prospectus of your company, get paid a dividend. And that's what you really want as an investor in a company. I'm talking long-term investment. I'm not talking about day trading plays, short-term plays. I'm talking about increasing your net worth. And you want to obtain stocks that pay you a dividend on a quarterly basis so that when you obtain more and more of these stocks, on top of you being however much these stocks are worth, that's how much your net worth is combined with whatever else you have in assets and liquidity. And really, that's why you want to buy stocks. You want to buy stocks because you want to have some level of net worth, and you want to be able to obtain some dividends on a quarterly basis. And remember, folks, you get paid a dividend per share that you own. So the more shares that you have, the more dividends you're going to make on a quarterly basis. So with that being said, let's go ahead and cover the stock market here, folks. Now, by the time I had started to do this broadcast and schedule it, the markets were doing pretty well. All right? The markets were doing pretty well. They started off the day pretty bad. Now, I'm going to be honest, this was a good day to day trade, by the way. But they started off pretty bad. Then they went up because the earnings were good. Now, why did they start off bad? Well, because consumer spending right now, folks, is just what I had prognosticated. Stagflation. Remember I said that word? I've been saying that word recently, and I've seen some of you jackasses on Twitter that think that you're armchair economist or something saying,
well, no, it's not stagflation, Ghost. It's actually deflation that's happening.
Stagflation is what's happening, folks, meaning consumer spending is at a halt. No one is spending their money. And why did I prognosticate this? Because, as I stated, the value of the dollar has gone up. That means because the value of the dollar has gone up, people are not going to want to spend their money. I mean, when you're literally have money in the bed, like under the bed or in the mattress, and it increases in value as days go by because of speculation, and there's a lot of reason for that. Like I said, you got Brexit, you got the uncertainty in the EU, you got uncertainty in Asia, you got a lot of reasons people are wanting to accept profits in United States currency. And because of that, combined with the Federal Reserve raising interest rates, and as I stated, folks, the reason the Federal Reserve raises interest rates is to recall the money outstanding that has been printed, especially within this past 12 to 15 years. that has been overprinted so that it can increase value of the dollar even more, or at least increase the integrity of the currency itself by not having it so saturated within the monetary markets. Now, with that being said, folks, both of these things I said were bad for our economy. And that's why Mnuchin and the president have subtly tried to make attempts on bringing down the dollar's value. Now, a good way of doing this is to increase the budget. Now, according to reports, they are going to increase the budget until, I don't know, till freaking June or August or September, who knows. But either way, folks, right now, because of the current economic conditions and because of the Federal Reserve's policy of raising interest rates, I mean, we have to do something, as far as the Trump administration is concerned, do something to offset the value of the increasing value of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, because the value of the dollar is raising because of overspeculation and because of the interest rates increasing, now you have a situation where no one's spending their money because it's too valuable. We need a devalued dollar right now. And I know that sounds unbelievably like, what? Yes. And the reason is because we need people to start spending those dollars. Consumer spending came to a halt today, folks. That's why the market was kind of at a standstill in the beginning of the day. And, if consumer spending is coming to a halt, folks, then, there's no wealth opportunities. There's no wealth-generating opportunities. If there's no wealth-generating opportunities in America, then, that kind of pretty much puts a hodgepodge on the American dream. It puts a hodgepodge on the idea that you could be born into nothing and make yourself something. We need people to start spending money in America. I mean, when money exchanges hands, that's when people all of a sudden begin to generate wealth. Now, this is really, really the key issue here as it pertains to what we're going through as an economic anomaly, because it really is an economic anomaly, folks. You know what I'm saying? It really is an economic anomaly. We're seeing an increased value in the dollar when our economy sucks. You know what? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, with that being said, because the reports came out and stated that, the consumer spending is not really doing much, if anything at all, you had some earnings come out today that made a lot of these damn investors in the stock market feel funny in the pants. And then for a little bit, if you take a look at the intraday charts on all these indexes, they started feeling funny in the pants until my president, baby, he decided to speak, baby, and he said, you know what, I'm thinking about breaking up Wall Street banks. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about breaking up the banks and maybe raising a U.S. gas tax. And the reason that we need to raise the U.S. gas tax is to generate new forms of revenue. All right? I'm talking about the United States government. Because remember, we're going to have a tax cut going on. And, we have to be able to offset whatever the hell is going to be cut in taxes. We've got to be able to offset that by raising or, trying to find other means of taxation that isn't going to hit everyone's bottom line. So right off the bat, when Wall Street heard that, they were like, no. And you know what? I don't blame Trump wanting to break up the Wall Street banks. They're the ones that caused the whole goddamn situation. As a matter of fact, they're the ones rigging the goddamn stock market at this point in time. There's no independent investors out here anymore. And that's why I keep telling everybody, man, I mean, Wall Street is in charge of what goes on in Wall Street. The stock market is being completely manipulated by a small consortium of hedge fund managers, mutual fund managers, and Wall Street bigwigs and machines let's not forget, folks, that there are many machines that are trading autonomously out here based upon some kind of algorithmic programming in which they react to certain, I don't know, I really don't get it, but there are autonomous machines trading at thousands of trades a minute. I mean, trading at a millisecond. I mean, that's how fast and the frequency is with these machines trading. I don't want to get into that, but either way, the individual investor is really there's nothing going on here. There's nothing going on. Anyway, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial, all right? Dow Jones Industrial down today 27.05 points, a percentage decrease of 0.13%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 20,913.46 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. Now, we see some plus side on the S&P because of earnings, folks. Lest we forget, there were some earnings that came out in the S&P and the NASDAQ, and that, I mean, even though that you had Trump talking about breaking up the big banks, that didn't seem to shrug off any of the profits that were being generated because of the earnings that came out in some of these indexes. So let's go ahead and get to the S&P. It is up today 4.13 points, a percentage increase of 0.17%, closing out the S&P at 2,388.33 points for the S&P 500. Let's go ahead and get to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is up, folks. I'm telling you, this is an index that's smoking crack here. I mean, I'm just saying, people are going to lose a lot of money, in my opinion, in the NASDAQ, and I think they're going to lose it here in the next 2 quarters. I mean, a 6,000-point NASDAQ on what? On what? On Snapchat or some crap? Give me a break. This is an inflated index if I've ever seen one in my life. Anyway, NASDAQ, all right, up 44 points today, a percentage increase of 0.73%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,091.80 points. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Anyway, folks, look, I'm going to go ahead and run through the rest of the commodities here, folks. I know that I've been kind of long-winded on a couple of things in the first hour, but I believe it needed to be said. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to the commodities. All right, now let's go ahead and get to oil, folks. What have I been telling you about oil? What have I been saying about oil? Wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And I told you guys not to buy the hype as it pertained to the increase that we saw in the past couple of weeks. You know, we were seeing barrels of oil over $50. No way. No way we were going to continue to see that. Too many oil producers in the world market, folks. I mean, the only way we're going to see any increases in energy is if there's an actual war theater in the Middle East or, you know, some kind of a nuclear bomb or something. I don't know. Something drastic has to happen for these oil prices to go up. There's too many oil producers in the world market, man. I mean, OPEC has lost its significance. I mean, I read a report that Saudi Arabia is thinking about looking beyond the oil business. I mean, even they know that oil is, as far as oil making them and sustaining their wealth, those days may be over. Let's go ahead and get to WTI sweet crude. WTI today is down 59 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.20%, closing out WTI at $48.74 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We got Brent crude also down today 62 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.19%, closing out Brent crude at $51.43 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline also down today 1.37%, and heating oil down today 1.38%. Unbelievable. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We've got gold, folks, down today $10.90. And what is that reflecting? It's reflecting the fact that the dollar is still valuable, man. The dollar's still valuable. Anyway, gold down $10.80, a percentage decrease of 0.86%, closing out gold at $1,257.40 per troy ounce of gold. Let's go ahead and get to silver, shall we? Silver saw a pretty decent run here the past week. It has pulled back majorly today. Silver is down 39 cents, a percentage decrease of 2.27%, closing out silver at $16.87. Jesus Christ. What, do I need glasses now? Am I getting that old? I need some goddamn glasses. Damn it. Piece of crap. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having to, squint or some crap. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm squinting, for Christ's sake. Ugh. Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. $16.87. Anyway, let's move on, man. Copper is up today, 1.96%. Jesus Christ, man. We got platinum down 0.02%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, and let's move on, man, because we're running out of time here. Let's get to the grains index. Man, I can't see crap. What am I getting? Am I going blind here? Jesus Christ. Let's get to the grains index, all right? Corn is up 3% today. Can you believe that? 3% increase on the day. Wheat up 5.49% increase on the day. Oats up 5.04% increase on the day. All right, rough rice up 2.28% increase on the day. Soybean up 1.46% increase on the day. Let's get to soybean oil. 1.42% increase on the day, and canola up 0.17% increase on the day. Let's get to the softs, shall we? The softs index. Cocoa down today, 1.58%. We've got coffee up today, 1.84%. All right, and by the way, boycott Starbucks, all right? Let's get to sugar. Sugar is up 0.31%. Orange juice is down 1.61% decrease. We got cotton up 0.10% increase. Lumber has been going up because of what Trump's been doing to the Canadian lumber industry, huh? Now you got Trudeau over here saying, hey, why don't you go back to the negotiating table, eh? Anyway, we've got lumber up today 1.58%, rubber up 0.32%, and ethanol up 0.45%, up 0.45% for goddamn ethanol. Good God. Finally, the livestock, folks. All right, let's get to the livestock. Live cattle is up today 0.08%. Cattle feeder is up it's down actually. Cattle feeder is down. How the hell is wait a minute, hold on. Cattle feeder is down, and many of the components of cattle feeder are in the grain index, and the majority of the grain index is up the ass. I don't get. Who knows? All right. Anyway, cattle feeder is down 0.61%, and lean hogs is down 0.98% decrease, and that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Now, once again, folks, I hope that you all listen to yours truly. When I started covering these cryptocurrencies back about 2 months ago, man, I had said, and I'm going to continue to say, that this is still the beginning. I mean, just because we saw a little bit of an increase here, I mean, just wait a year. Just wait 2 years, baby. I mean, I am not kidding. I mean, this is a wealth revolution, and I hope that you get on board and get a little bit of a piece. Even if it's just a little piece, just a piece, man. Don't be one of those idiots that
oh, man, I remember Ghost talking about that, and I just should have listened just a little bit. God.
You don't want to be that guy, all right? I'm serious. You don't want to be that person, all right? So don't be that person, all right? Go out, obtain crypto somehow, some way. I don't care how you get it. Just get it. You'll be thanking me forever. Anyway, with that being said, folks, it felt good to take 2 days off. I'll tell you that right now. It felt like playing hooky from school, to say the least. I'm not even joking around. I'm not even joking, man. I mean, listen, I like doing this broadcast. All right? I know there's a lot of serious listeners that listen to this broadcast, but by God, man, these internet trolls, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it, because then they're going to be like,
You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber Policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices, free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com.
Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter and Gab. All right, I'm under the name Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost on both of those social media networks, Twitter and Gab. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter and Gab shout-outs since we're at it here. I know we went a little long-winded in some of the coverage of the financial hour, but, hey, baby, time is money. You understand? Time is money. So, without any further ado, hey, engineer, do we got any Twitter or Gab shout-outs to be had out here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now, all right? Now, for you folks that want a Twitter shout-out, all you got to do is retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. The tweet to retweet, if you want a Twitter shout-out, is True Capitalist Radio Live. If you retweet that tweet, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. So without any further ado, are you sure there's some Twitter shout-outs, man? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. What's going on to Ward 24? How you doing, man? We've got the Happy Merchant. The Happy Merchant, man, he cashed out on some crypto. Much props, man. Mr. Kruger in the house. We got Texan knife fights. Look, that's not funny, all right? And for you assholes that don't know, I hate to make this racial, but another black guy. I mean, he looked black to me. I don't know. I mean, he could have been an a la snack bar or something, but another black guy went on the campus of UT and just started slashing people. I mean, he killed one, injured about 4 or 5 people. I mean, the reports are as follows, that this guy, he came in with a knife, and he, like, stuck the knife at some picnic table where all the victims were sitting at. Everybody thought it was a joke, and then this guy just started slashing this guy in the neck. What's going on with this black, listen, I understand if you like a young thugger, you're a thugster, you're a gangster, and you got to pop a couple of caps, you know what I mean, because people are moving in on your turf, or, somebody, knocked up your sister, or whatever, you gangsters, shoot each other for. I get that. Why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all doing this, man? I mean, listen, I've talked about this before. Let's not get racial. All I'm saying is I think that what we're witnessing with black men doing these weird type of mass killings, mass shootings, mass stabbings, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that these black males are being raised by single black women. And, folks, what is the quintessential stereotype for a black woman? Oh, no, hell no. Oh, no, he did, motherfucker. Oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all you have to do is go take a look at World Star Hip Hop. I mean, why don't you go take a look at the black comedians? They all talk about how their mother beat the crap out of them. It's funny, right? It's funny in the black comedians world for mommy to beat the crap out of you. And you see, that's where these black males get how to be a man. They get how to be a man by these obnoxious black women who are just basically going out and making a fool of themselves every goddamn time because they only feel that the only way they're going to get ahead in life is being loud and brash and violent. So that's all I got to say about that. Let's move on. All right, I'm going to take some more Twitter shout-outs here. All right, who else we have here? We got Ghostford Brimley. Yeah, shut up. All right, listen to me. All right. You know you're fat. This is how you know you're fat, all right? If you can't see your penis, you got diabetes. You understand that? If you can't see your penis, you got diabetes. That's all I got to say. We got my wife, Squirrel Killer. Shut up. She didn't kill the squirrel. Rodent. Man, this is not funny, man. Look, I'm not joking around. I don't want to relive that anymore. That's why I took a 2-day sabbatical, man. Ghost equals Mr. Magoo. What the hell does that mean, man? What the hell does that mean? 2 days, Albin Helen Kellard? F you. All right, asshole. F you. Jesus Christ. Fight me at Walmart. Oh, that's great. Yeah, okay. Let me just go to my nearest Walmart. I'm not going to go to Walmart. Are you kidding me, man? Do you see what goes into Walmarts nowadays? Why the hell would anybody want to go in there anymore, man? I mean, nothing against Walmart. I mean, they're just a store just, opening up to the public out here. But just the customers, they're the reasons why I don't even want to go there. Is because of their customers. I don't want to see their customer base. They're disgusting. I'm sorry. It's not the company. It's the customers, man. Anyway, who else do we have here? We got Raiden Gecko Insurance. Shut up, man. We've got Ghost Blind as a Bat. Yeah, shut up, you moron. I read that, you idiot, so shut up. We've got Go Zero Squirrel 1. Look, that squirrel was lucky that I didn't find it and make a goddamn hat out of it or something. I'm not even kidding. Goddamn squirrel. CDI Fan 237. Who else we have here? Once again, retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here, right now. Who else do we have here? We've got, I'm not going to say that stupid name, man. BJ's for Squirrels. Are you kidding me, you idiot? There's the green bio. The Whipping Machine. Is that a picture of a real whipping machine? Are you actually selling that, or is that a troll? Sick assholes, man. We got dead moose meat. We got Billy the Belt Boy. We've got Ghost is Dean Coral. Who the hell's Dean Coral now? Now I'm some fruity ass named Dean Coral now. That's great. Man, I'd kick my dad's ass if he named me Dean. Are you kidding me? We got Supa in the place. What's going on? Trolls would KO Ghost. Oh, yeah, okay. Look, I've seen you trolls, all right? Let's be honest. I've seen some of you trolls, all right? No, you would not, all right? All right, I mean, you troll. I've seen you, what you all look like. I wouldn't even leave the house. No wonder you stay in all the time. I don't blame you. Anyway, we got Longhorns got cut. Yeah, shut up, you moron. Dr. Bristle. We got, I'm not saying that name. We got Lego Fan 420. We've got Brother Nero in the house. Xbox is real work. We've got Oklahoma underwater. Oh, man, come on, man. Jeez, man, you guys are really, I hope there's a psychologist listening to this stuff and tries to figure out what's wrong with your heads. Seriously, what's wrong with your people? What's wrong with you people? Good God. We've got Sergeant Yoda in the house. What's going on with Sergeant Yoda? We got Austin Slaughterhouse. Shut up with that crap, bitch. Shut up. You know what? I'm done with Twitter. You guys are. I know where y'all are going. Just shove it up your ass. All right. I'm going over to Gab. That's where I'm going. All right. I'm going over to Gab because you people are obviously making a damn mockery of my show. So if you want a Gab shout out, all you got to do is repost the first post on my Gab account, and the post to repost is True Capitalist Radio Live, baby. So let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs here. We've got Green Leader in the place. We got Rock Ape in the house. We've got Ghost Palin 2020. Shut up, Ghost Palin 2020, you moron. We've got Tom in the house. What's going on, Tom? True Welfare Radio. Yeah, whatever, ass crack. Are you kidding me? We're trying to get rid of welfare in general. That's what this show's trying to do. Dumb idiots, man. We got Captain I'm not going to say that name. We got Motorcycle Emptiness. What is that supposed to mean, man? Oh. Raiden makes me want to puke. Shut up, man! Ghost is Wilford Brimley? No, I'm not Wilford Brimley, man. Jesus Christ. There's Phantom the Joker. We got Metroid Junkie in the house. Ghost went to Fire Festival. Oh, man, no way. Are you kidding me? No way. We got Veteran of Forum Wars in the place. What's going on? We got the Brony Network again. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We got Deplorable Lisa in the place. What's going on, Deplorable Lisa? We've got Morty McAver, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. We got Katesh the Pony. Once again, repost the first post on my Gab account. We got Mark Montag. What's going on? We got TC Capitalist in the place. What's going on, man? Anyway, we're going to take a couple more, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. Blind Albino? Shove it up your ass, man. I'm not... Just shut up, man, all right? Just shut your mouth. We've got, what was it, Ghost Wife Failed Jihad Attack. What is that supposed to mean? Professional Pud Puller. Oh, my God. You know what? I'm done with it. You people are already... You're making me sick, man. I mean, we got some serious subject matters that we've got to talk about here. We don't. This, you know, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with the damn Gab, Twitter shout out. I'm done with it all. I'm done with it all. Go screw yourself. I'm done, man. I don't. You guys are gonna piss me off. I actually was looking forward to coming back today. You know what I mean? Not even joking. I was looking forward to coming back today. I was looking forward to doing the broadcast, but of course, you trolls, you know, you just know how to mess everything up, man. You know what I'm saying? You just know how to mess everything up. That's why, you know, you are who you are, obviously, right? Huh? That's why you are who you are. What else do I expect? What else do I expect? Anyway, folks, let's talk a little bit about some serious subjects, since these trolls are just trying to be a bunch of milky-licking pieces of nipple-clamp-loving, butt-plug-up-the-ass-looking, monkey-spanking, fart-fragrant expert, cheese-hole-chomping, pecker-shaft-fetish-having, Lena-Dunna-licking, Jehudi-jawboning pieces of crap. Let's go ahead and talk about some serious subjects, all right? Anyway, folks, have you seen how the mainstream, lamestream media is trying to somehow slant what was said in an interview by Donald Trump, the President of the United States, about the Civil War, and they're trying to say that he doesn't know history or something to that capacity? You dumb idiot mainstream media, slanderous, lying pieces of trash. Okay? First and foremost, Donald Trump was not saying that Andrew Jackson was in the Civil War, you morons. He said that had he been around, he may or may not have been there may or may not have been a different outcome. It may have been prevented. It may or may have been negotiated, something. It was a what-if question. It wasn't something as if, you know, a reinterpretation of history. All of a sudden, you have mainstream media outlets that are not only reinterpreting this as, oh, well, Trump thought that Andrew Jackson was around during the Civil War, and that's not what he said. And not to mention, I have to agree with Trump on this. I mean, couldn't the Civil War, could it have been negotiated? Could it have been negotiated? And you see, right off the bat, you had these CNN commentators out here talking about, well, I don't know what Trump is talking about. I mean, Civil War was fought over slavery, baby. No, it wasn't, you idiots. All right? The Civil War was not fought over slavery. The Civil War was fought over federal government rights or states' rights. You see, the South believed that the states should be able to govern themselves independently, autonomously, and that no federal governing authority should have any influence or any authority of state affairs. And obviously, the industrialists in the North thought otherwise, because they wanted to federalize the whole United States system, because they wanted to conquer the competition of wealth. And that's what it all comes down to, folks. All right? When the industrialists of the North had gained influence politically through their own means of finance, they wanted to monopolize what was going to be the main industry of the United States of America, and they did not want the South and its wealth and financial influence to curb whatever it was that the industrialists wanted as it pertained to the direction in which the United States went. Because lest we forget, folks, I mean, you take a look at how much the economy in the United States was agrarian compared to industrial at the time. I mean, there was no comparison. And, you know, what pisses me off, all right? What what pisses me off is this, is that it wasn't fought over slavery because at the time, the innovation of the cotton gin and the plow and other type of technology that aided the agrarian was basically nullifying the existence of slaves itself. Now, I don't want to get into this whole slave debate because I hate when people try to say that, I don't know, a bunch of white honkies went out to Africa with a potato sack and, a baseball bat or something, I don't know, and decided to start bagging Africans or something and then shipping them over here and, forcing them into the damn fields, man. Bull crap, it's a lie, okay? It's a lie. I mean, listen, I want to be completely frank with folks, okay? In places like Georgia, at the time of the Civil War, black folks, even as slaves, black folks were 80+% of the entire population of the state. And this is during slave days. Now, I'm not saying anything about anyone. I'm just making a simple observation that how can that be possible? How could that be in which an 80% of a population who are vastly much more physical superior to the 20% of the population, how exactly is that possible without some kind of a mutual understanding? Now, is it right or is it wrong? That's a whole other debate, okay? That's a whole other debate. But what I'm saying is that the Civil War was not about slavery, okay? The Civil War was about the industrialists versus the agrarians, the Federalists versus the states' rights. That's what it was all about. And besides, like I said, the innovations of agrarian technology was making slavery insignificant. And the reason is because what is a slave anyway? It's a human resource. I mean, if you want to talk about it in the most purest Machiavellian sense, it's a human resource. And that human needs to be fed. It needs to be clothed. It needs to be housed. I mean, that's what the slaves had. Slaves had clothing. They had housing. They needed to be fed. They had song, dance. They had culture in the slave culture to some capacity. Now, what was it good or bad? Was it right or wrong? I mean, is that really for us to judge? I mean, it was history. It's history, man. But to sit here and suggest that the whole Civil War was behind slavery is an absolute lie. It's an absolute lie, and that's really why Trump made the argument that maybe it could have been negotiated. But, I mean, who knows? I mean, all those people that died in the Civil War, I mean, more Americans died in the Civil War than Americans died in every goddamn war ever since. Combined. I mean, maybe it could have been negotiated. I mean, it's the what-if scenario. He was in an interview, and of course, the mainstream media will take anything and try to spin it just to make it look as if Donald Trump doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, this is the classic. You're talking about fake news. Mainstream media, 100% fake news. They'll lead in with something. Donald Trump thought that Andrew Jackson was in the Civil War. Donald Trump has a new interpretation of the Civil War and all this other crap. You know what their latest one is? On top of the Civil War nonsense that they're talking about, now the new headline is that Trump is against the Constitution. Yeah. Have you read that headline yet? Oh, God. Trump doesn't like the way the framers framed the Constitution and all this other. Get out of here. Trump made one comment. All right? Trump made one comment. He made one comment and said that the whole system, as far as Congress is concerned, is very bureaucratic. Very bureaucratic. That's all he said. And it moves very slow. And whatever bill that he wants to initiate ends up being something so convoluted because of the bureaucratic system of the subcommittee and committee and then floor and all that crap, that by the time the president gets the bill, I think I said this the last show that I was on, it's filled with a bunch of pork barrel spending. All right? And then, for you folks that don't know what pork barrel spending or porky amendments, it means when somebody who sits on a subcommittee or committee, when they know that a bill needs to be passed, they will purposely add an amendment for whatever that congressman wants, for whatever that senator wants. They'll just add it. It doesn't even have to be a part of the bill. I mean, literally right now, they're talking about health care going to a vote this week, right? Some morons in Congress in there could literally slip in that, he wants $5 million to put a statue of Scooby-Doo in his district. I'm not joking. I mean, of course I'm playing. Of course I'm sarcastic. I mean, of course there's no congressman wanting to put up a statue of Scooby-Doo, but it's those types of amendments. The bridge to nowhere in Alaska. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, millions of dollars to study like pig farts and their effects on rat faces and stuff like that, man. And why do these guys do it? Why do these congressmen do it? Because they're trying to pay back everybody who donated to their campaign contribution accounts. You understand? And Trump simply just made a comment that it's so bureaucratic that even though he wants certain things in a bill, that certain things could be added or not added because of the system that is comprised to pass bills. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I actually do believe that the government is a little too bureaucratic. I don't think that we need subcommittees. All right? I don't even think we need as many committees as we have, if you want my view. I mean, all it does is create more and more breeding grounds for fleecing the taxpayer. And when the framers framed this bureaucratic governance system, they did not anticipate society being so actively engaged in so many different capacities that regulation and laws and legislation had to be initiated at such rapid paces. I mean, do you understand? I mean, I just don't think that we need all this bureaucratic crap to be able to legislate properly. I mean, we should not have congressmen and senators being able to add amendments that have nothing to do with the bills. Adding porky amendments, pork barrel spending for no goddamn reason, just because because listen, in many cases, folks, when these congressmen and subcommittees, when they add an amendment and it doesn't pass, then they're going to vote no. And if enough of them vote no, then it ain't going to get past subcommittee. All right, it ain't going to get past subcommittee if there's not enough people that vote yes to pass this to committee. There's nothing they can do about it. And as a result, when it goes to committee, same thing. When it goes to the floor of both House and the Senate, the same goddamn thing. It's sick. That's why, folks, our system has been so screwed up. It's been so screwed up. And that's why I've been trying every single day on this broadcast for over a year now to try to engage with you, to hope to inspire a lot of you to hold these goddamn congressmen's feet to the fire. We can't let them get away with this anymore. This is a government made for the people and by the people, man. But if we fall asleep at the wheel, they are going to continue to do these types of mischievous, disgusting, and criminal, as far as I'm concerned, activity. So once again, not to digress, The mainstream media, of course, is trying to spin that Trump doesn't know anything about the Civil War. He thinks Andrew Jackson fought in it, and all that. It's a freaking lie, folks. All right, I heard the interview. It was an XM radio interview. All right, it was done at the White House, and it was a what-if situation. And he was making it he was talking about Jackson, and then went into the Civil War. And said he wasn't around at that time, but what if he was? What if it could have been negotiated? I mean, these are the things that I think about. I mean, and of course the mainstream media, whatever they can do to spin it to make Donald Trump look stupid. I mean, where were these media people when Obama was in power? Yeah, there were. You know what? If you looked up Obama's ass, I think that's where you'll find the mainstream media, all right? I mean, Jesus Christ. And then you have these headlines now that Donald Trump doesn't like the Constitution. Are you kidding me, man? Get the hell out of here. Trump doesn't like the Constitution, man. I read it. I read the headline. CNN said that he doesn't like the Constitution. He doesn't like the way the Constitution was framed. Stupid, man. I'm telling you, you mainstream media people, you should be sued. Man. They're all afraid now that Reince Priebus said on the Sunday morning shows. Yesterday. That, they're looking into the possibility of holding liable on some of these goddamn mainstream media outlets who are just outright lying about everything Donald Trump. They're lying about everything about the man. Everything. Makes me sick, man. Anyway, we're talking about Congress here. That's a good segue into the next subject matter here. The next subject matter I want to talk about is how Trump is putting pressure on Congress now to pass health care and tax cuts. All right? Now, according to the administration, there should be some level of a health care vote this week. Now, in an interview, Donald Trump said that there is going to be room here for pre-existing condition. Now, I know that's probably scaring a lot of folks that...
Well, wait a minute. I mean, if we're going to cover pre-existing conditions, is that going to continue to rise our premiums?
Obviously, it is going to rise some. But obviously, the president was listening to the broadcast. I don't know if y'all remember when I suggested that if they're going to continue this framework, if they're going to pass something to sustain the continuity of this Affordable Care Act framework and going to base it around the insurance companies, that they need to do something to bring down the cost of insurance premiums. I mean, they got to do something about it. I suggested high-risk pools, and you heard the president talk about that in the CBS interview. If you heard that one yet, in a CBS one-on-one interview, he suggested that they're going to have pools now in which high-risk pools have to basically pay more money for health insurance because they fall under a high-risk pool. And because all those high-risk folks pay the same amount of money, they kind of offset each other because, they're high risk. And, that in this kind of high-risk pool system, the healthy person or the person that doesn't take chances or the person that isn't a high-risk person isn't penalized by having their insurance bumped up so that someone who is either poor, old, or high risk can be paid for. I mean, that's the most unfair thing I'd ever heard in my life. Now, pre-existing condition. How is that going to be handled? That is going to be a state-by-state basis. Because there are some states in which they don't really have a bunch of people with a whole bunch of pre-existing conditions. There are some states that are actually fairly healthy. I'm not joking. So it is going to be, and it's going to give a lot of power to the state itself on what exactly it's going to cover, and it gives a lot of autonomy to the state as well. Because remember, folks, Donald Trump, he's not a heartless capitalist like myself. I would have personally said, you know what? I mean, first of all, what government is doing in healthcare, I have no idea. But I would have said this, that, okay, maybe we're dropping people with pre-existing conditions. But where's the charity? Where are the charity hospitals? Remember those? Where Doctors Without Borders and these people that want to help people, where are they all at? Where are they all at? I'm telling you, folks, I personally believe that health care is not a right. It's not a right. And if it is, why don't you go tell that to the damn cow that's about to be slaughtered right now, that's going to be your T-bone steak later on this week. All right? Why don't you go tell that to the pig that's getting stuck in the neck so you can have a ham bone this weekend? You understand? Why don't you go tell that chicken that's getting its head chopped off, do you understand what I'm saying, folks? I mean, I'm not trying to say that people should be dying in the streets, but we need to take a better responsibility for our health, man. And we got a lot of fat, disgusting, obese, unhealthy people that are purposely making themselves sick, whether they know it or not, based upon their own lifestyle. I mean, take a look at all these fat, disgusting pieces of garbage waddling around out here, man. I mean, that's where the costs are at. I mean, why don't we have a little bit of preventative health care? All right, how about that? A little bit of preventative care. All right, why don't you put some of these fat asses on a treadmill or some crap, man? I mean, I don't understand what the hell's going on.
You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber Policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices. Free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, why don't we? I don't understand, man. I mean, listen, I'm digressing here. The point of the matter is that healthcare is supposed to be voted on this week. And what brand of health care are we going to have? I have no idea. I mean, are we going to still be fined if we are purchasing health insurance? Is the health insurance industry going to still have a monopoly over our health? Who knows? But at the very least, for the consumer, for the American person, for the working person, for the family, I sincerely hope that these damn premiums come down, all right? Because we need them to come down, all right? People are paying way too much for health insurance, and I think it's ridiculous. Anyway, folks, and the tax cuts as well, folks, all right? I mean, we need some tax cuts to literally have a financial injection into our country. Financial injection. And what I mean by that, well, take a look at the tax cut that they're proposing. 15% on corporate taxes. $150,000, 0% capital gains. And then whatever the capital gains is thereafter, $150,000. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, folks. We need to have true policy being passed. And for whatever reason, this Congress We already know why on the Democrat side, why they're acting like a bunch of idiots. But why are these Republicans acting this way? You want to know why they're acting this way, folks? Because you aren't doing anything about it. You're not writing these people. You're not tweeting at these assholes. You're not emailing these people. You're not Facebooking these people. These people are flexing their nuts. And you notice that every one of these idiots that are out here trying to be obstinate about whatever, whether it's the health care issue or the tax cut issue, they all have to put their goddamn faces on the TV. They all got to put their faces on the TV because that's what it's all about. Every one of these Republicans that are not falling in line with passing policy that was promised in campaigns in 2016, these people are now nothing more than media attention whores. And that's what's motivating their actions, in my opinion. I mean, there's nobody principled that is speaking against any of the policies being put forth by Donald Trump or anybody who is trying to initiate health care or any kind of goddamn tax cut. I mean, these people aren't principled. These people are doing it because they're media attention whores, and you know it, and I know it. So anyway, we shall see if we get health care delivered this week, and better yet, what kind of health care. I don't know. But by God, please lower the damn premiums for the freaking people in this country, for the working people in this country. And by the way, I don't want to be in charge of paying for my employees' insurance either, all right? All right, stop and take away the obligation from the employers to pay for health insurance for their employees. And once you do that, I think that you're going to see a shot in the arm of the economy. Once you do that, you're going to start seeing 40-plus hours a work week again. You're going to start seeing overtime again. You're going to start seeing things work like they used to before this insane, stupid mulatto psychopath came in and ruined everything. And I'm talking about that asshole Obama. So we shall see. We shall see if these assholes in Congress really mean anything. Let me move on to something else because, I mean, everything that I am talking about, it's all mainstream media spun. It's promoted by this mainstream media. Hey, did you see this other headline that the media is freaking out because Trump is inviting the Philippine President Duarte to the United States for a visit? Now, folks, you know yours truly has been a critic of Duarte. I wasn't a very big fan of his war on drugs because his war on drugs is really a war on drugs. He legalized killing drug dealers. I'm not even joking around. It's illegal out there. I mean, there's thousands of people that have been killed a week or a month, because they're out there trying to push dope. And in the Philippines, it is legal to now kill drug dealers. And, I was a little shocked by that kind of barbaric approach in trying to reform a society. But at the same time, I gave Duarte the benefit of the doubt and heard him in an interview, and he made a decent case on why he has such a harsh policy as it pertains to shooting and killing drug dealers. He said that they're a very poor country, the Philippines, and that they have so many people addicted, and that they did estimates, and it would cost anywhere from $1 to $2 trillion to be able to rehabilitate the country. And he said, we don't have that kind of money. He even said it in the interview. He said, we don't have that kind of money. So why are we even going to bother? Why don't we just go shoot the drug dealer, all right, and just solve it all? Solve it all. Now, I don't know if I agree with that, but I have a better understanding on why his rational thinking is that it's okay to just kind of legalize killing drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting what we have here. Very interesting what we have here, sir. And why is Trump inviting Duarte to the White House? I'm telling you, Trump is trying to play four-dimensional chess. You see, Trump was trying to test China in seeing if China would actually aid in this whole North Korean standoff situation. And I think what Trump has exposed is that China is not the big badass that it claims that it tries to portray itself. Because if it were, I think that we would have seen China go in and remove Kim Jong-un very, very easily. We continue to hear from China that there needs to be a level of restraint. You know, we keep hearing from China, and not just that, Russia and all kinds of people. Oh, we calm down. There needs to be a peaceful resolution to North Korea. There needs to be a peaceful resolution to North Korea. I mean, look, I personally believe what's going on here is Trump restructuring the global order while at the same time pulling the paper tiger mask off of all these supposed superpowers. You see, China's just sitting there with 150,000 troops on the border of North Korea and isn't doing nothing. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard China say one goddamn negative thing. You understand? About the United States. Prior to the Chinese president meeting Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, I mean, China had threatened to nuke us about 2 or 3 times prior to that. I'm not even joking. You can look it up online. The headlines are still out there. Now China is playing a very passive approach in its own Asiatic affairs. Remember, it was the one that initiated this whole belligerent tone in Asia with its assertion of owning most, if not all, of the South China Sea. And now that they find themselves in the middle of this North Korean situation, I don't think they want to take out Kim Jong-un because I don't think that they have the balls. I'm not joking. I don't think they've got the balls. So what did Trump do? Because I think Trump expected something from China at this point, and they're not coming through. So they're not coming through. So Trump decides that it needs to play new types of international relation games, if you will. And one of which is to invite not only Duarte, but the head of state of Thailand, which both have vested interests in Asia, what China does, what happens to North Korea, so on and so forth. And by inviting Duarte to the United States for a meeting, it will basically put China on a very, very offsetted footing, considering that they had just made a deal with Duarte, and that would have put China in a very precarious situation. Now, with that being said, Duarte has responded saying that he may not have enough time to go to the United States. And basically what that means is, folks, is that Duarte is down with China. And that China told Duarte not to go to the United States. And that signifies that there is right there a true type of ally system between China and the Philippines. So with that being said, what did Donald Trump do in response to that once Duarte said that he wasn't going to come because he didn't have enough time? All right? What did he do? Donald Trump said in an interview that he'd be open to what? Having a face-to-face meeting with Kim Jong-un. That's right. The prognosticator of prognosticator strikes again. All right? Trump says, let me go ahead and retweet that. This was out of Zero Hedge 6 hours ago. Let's go ahead and retweet that. Here it is. Trump says, open to meeting North Korea's Kim, says conditions would need to be right for Kim meeting in a, I don't know, BBG interview. I don't know what the hell BBG is, but what did I tell you? I mean, this guy is playing five-dimensional chess, man. All right? Five-dimensional chess. Now what he's going to do is, if Kim does take this next olive branch and meets with Trump, then that's when what did I tell you? What did I say we use Kim as? A freaking pit bull in the Asiatic area. You understand? I mean, come on, man. He exposed China for being a paper tiger, man. Not even China wants a piece of North Korea for some crap. I mean, yeah, somebody's asking me, why is China and all these countries scared of North Korea? They're scared because they've never fought an enemy like these people. These people are indoctrinated fanatics that believe that the Kims, the goddamn Kims, are gods that came from the mountains and liberated North Korea. Do you understand that? I mean, no one's ever battle-tested these people. And these people are very fanatical. I mean, very unpredictable. There is no battle plan for a North Korea. You know, you can always look back in empirical history as it relates to battle plans and the way certain sects of people fight and their strategies and so on and so forth, their wills, you know. But this is a very, very peculiar situation. And that's why, folks, Donald Trump, five-dimensional chess, baby. All right? Five-dimensional chess. Now, if Kim does take the olive branch and say, okay, I'll go meet Trump, well, then that right there all of a sudden will shock China. It will shock Duarte, who just, tried to shun the president. It will shock all those Asian countries. And then, once they're meeting face-to-face, that's when Trump can say, look, I'll take care of you, Kim, all right? You need some money? I got the money, all right? I got you, all right? Don't flex nuts at us. Don't flex nuts at Japan. Don't flex nuts with any of our goddamn allies. Why don't you go be a pain in the ass with, these people in Asia that, for whatever reason, were never our friend, were never your friends. Let's stir some shit up out here there, Kim Jong-un. I mean, you notice everybody's afraid of Kim Jong-un out here. Now, according to the Green Leader here in the Inner Circle chat, he said that the real reason is no one really wants to clean the mess of a post-North Korea. You know, all those people to feed, the infrastructure to update, hasn't been touched in most places since the 1950s. It would cost trillions of dollars. That's pretty interesting because you would think that given the fact that China has high energy demands, that the massive amounts of coal and other natural resources would be very valuable to China. Kim was removed, and China was to annex a certain part of North Korea. But hey, I don't know if China even thinks about those types of things. You know, I'm not even too sure what China thinks about it all. I mean, because it doesn't even make sense. How in the hell these guys? I mean, they're flexing nuts 2 months ago, and we're going to nuke America and all this other crap, and we own the China Sea. And now these guys are sitting there with their little Peter poppers in their hand, not knowing where to put their chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? So once again, folks, Donald Trump, five-dimensional chess, all right? Like I said, he tries to call Duarte to the United States. Duarte tries to say that he doesn't know if he has time. Trump responds by saying, okay, that's fine. I'll be open to, you know what, if Kim is willing to come by, we'll have to meet some conditions, but if that's the case, come on down. I'm willing to meet with Kim. Come on down. Come on down, baby. I'm telling you, I'm the prognosticator of prognosticators, ain't I? And the reason I'm prognosticating all this, folks, is because I know foreign policy, man. I know international relations. I mean, and how do you understand international relations? Well, there's a variety of different things. First and foremost, you need to read the philosophers of political philosophy. One of the philosophers of specifically international bureaucratic institutionalism is a political philosopher by the name of Immanuel Kant, K-A-N-T. And he wrote a very short but yet impactful essay called Perpetual Peace. And in that particular work, Perpetual Peace, he basically laid the groundwork for the United Nations and the justification thereof. You need to read Machiavelli, The Prince. Machiavelli actually gave that work to one of the Medicis as a gift because he respected the Medici family, which is a big, huge family in Italy. You need to look back in the. I don't want to get into Italian history, but he actually gave this book, Machiavelli's The Prince, to one of the Medicis, so that Medici could grow his empire and basically conquer all of not only Italy but more and more geography across the world. I also would suggest that people would read a book called Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. This also provides framework for why people would. It's a realist idea in which people would rather exchange their rights and their ability to be able to conduct themselves as human beings for security. And of course, folks, other books I would like for you all to read that's pertaining to international relations and foreign policy, Zygmunt Brzezinski's The Grand Chessboard. I would also like you to read any of the Henry Kissinger books on foreign policy. Now, whether you agree with these guys or not, it doesn't matter. It gives you the insight in which how and why foreign policy is created. And one last book before I'm just naming books here. One last book that will help everybody understand foreign policy, international relations, and the global order is a book by the name I forgot the name of the book. It's Carol Quigley that wrote the book. I forgot that. Tragedy and Hope is the name of the book. Now, Carol Quigley, believe it or not, was a professor that actually taught Bill Clinton. Yeah. And Professor Quigley comprised a piece called Perpetual Hope, or Tragedy and Hope, in which he outlined the globalist order, why it was concocted, what the plans are, and where it's headed, and who the families are, everything. I'm not even joking. That book is so rare, I don't even know if you could still find it unless you could get it on eBay, and I'm pretty sure it cost at least $150. All right? Carol Quigley's Tragedy and Hope. Those books I just mentioned, folks, will give you a better idea of understanding international relations and foreign policy. I'm not even kidding around. Anyway, folks, once again, we were talking about how Trump invited the Philippine President Duarte to the United States. Duarte said he doesn't know if he has enough time, which was an obvious diss. He's obviously controlled by China. That's proof of that. That's proof that he's down with China. He's China's boy. And China was probably the one that told him not to go. So in turn, what did Trump do? He went and gave the olive branch to North Korea, which is probably shocking the hell out of China right about now. You know that? I'm not even, it's probably shocking the hell out of China right now. Speaking of which, thank you there, MF Bestate. let me go ahead and retweet. This is a link to a free copy of Carol Quigley's Tragedy and Hope digitally right here. Just retweeted it right now. So if you just want to have some time, you want to read it, here it is right here. Tragedy and Hope for free digitally right now. Just go to my Twitter account, Politics Ghost. That's actually a very good book, man. I mean, if you want to get truly insightful on what the actual global order is and why it is. And, I mean, this guy wrote this book in the 50s, so this just goes to show you how long they've been planning this stuff. That's why I kept telling you people, I mean, what did you think Trump was going to do when he came into office? Did you think that he was just going to come in and now that he's magically president, you know, now that he put his hand over a Bible and said, you know, I solemnly swear, what, that gives him the authority to what? To wage war against the globalists? I mean, who's going to back up who in the hell is going to back up Trump for that? You? I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, you have to understand how this system works. You know, you don't understand. It's order out of chaos. It's order out of chaos. Anyway, folks, let's move on, all right? Let's just move on here because, I mean, I don't want to get into this whole discussion about, you know, the whole – because I just didn't understand how you people thought that, you know, you were going to defeat the globalists when we don't even have a cohesive country, you know? I'm not even joking. I mean, we don't even have a cohesive country. How the hell are we going to take on the global order? You don't take on the global order. You take over the global order. And that's what I've always said. Didn't I always say that, folks? I said that the only way that a true revolution can happen, true change can happen, is from the top down. And that's exactly what we have witnessed in 2016, and that's what we are witnessing today. We are witnessing a capitalist right revolution that no one has ever seen before in their lives, and that's why everybody in this country and everybody in this world is in shock and awe right now. Everyone is in shock and awe. And I don't blame them, boy. I don't blame them. Anyway, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me, folks. Before we get it started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around, and spread it around like goddamn wildfire that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you haven't already done so, please follow us on our social media accounts, of course, Twitter and Gab. I'm under the name Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And I'd also like to remind everybody that I am going to use the website ghost.report, the website ghost.report. I'm going to use that as my own social media outlet. So those are my three social media outlets right there, all right? Twitter, Politics Ghost, all right? Gab, Politics Ghost. And, of course, the website, you type in your browser, ghost.report. I'm going to be posting things on that daily. I'm going to be posting things that are outside the show norms. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll post some recipes for some tacos or something. Who knows? Maybe I'll show you how to goddamn fry a steak. Who knows? Maybe I'll show some of you how to tie your shoes. Who knows? Anyway, with that being said, let's move on to another subject matter here, folks. We're talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. let me move on to something else. Let's talk about the hypocrites of all psychopathic hypocrites, and I'm talking about Barack Obama. That's right. I'm talking about goddamn Barack Obama. Did you hear that this son of a bitch is making $400,000 a speech? All right? He just gave one to Wall Street for $400K. He's about to give another one, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a break. $400,000 a speech? How much does this mulatto need? I thought this guy was a community organizer. I thought that he was a man of the people. I thought that he was a man out of Chicago helping them poor boys out there. What the hell? How much more money do you need, boy? Folks, he's getting paid, all right? He's getting paid $400,000 a speech, okay? He just got paid $65 million for his freaking book, all right? $65 million for his freaking book deal. How much more money does Mr. Man of the People, how much more money does Mr. Yes We Can, how much more money does Mr. Change need? And not to mention, how come I don't hear too many people complaining about this son of a bitch? The hypocrisy. How come I don't hear the utter hypocrisy about Barack Obama? All you assholes that voted for this man, you should be ashamed of yourselves now. Don't y'all feel like suckers, huh? What did y'all get for voting him in as president? You got food stamps and welfare. He gets $400,000 a speech, and he's got $65 million for his goddamn book deal, huh? How do you like that, huh? I hope that burns, baby. I hope that burns your stupid leftist, liberal, idiotic soul while you're suffering. While you're suffering because of the stupid moron's policies. While you're suffering because this asshole Obama sabotaged America. He sabotaged America. And he's sitting there pretty, isn't it, huh? $400,000 speeches, $65 million book deals, $65 million book deals, huh, boy? You should all be ashamed of yourself. I'm not joking around. I will never forgive any of you for voting for this piece of trash. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding around. If I find out that any one of my employees ever voted for Obama or anything, get the hell out. I don't care if you sue me. Get out! You're a piece of trash. I spit on you people. It's you people that brought the problem to America. It's you people that voted this affirmative action president into goddamn power that has put us in the current position that we're in, you goddamn scumbags. He was an affirmative action president, folks. He was an affirmative action president because you people decided that because he was a mulatto, and you know what? I'd like a black check on Barack Obama. You understand that? I'm not joking around, man. I've seen white people darker than him. Get the hell out of here. Oh, yeah, Barack Obama Sr. was his father. Give me a goddamn break, man. You put Barack Obama Sr. in a goddamn freaking dark room, you can't see him unless he smiles, okay? And you mean to tell me that none of that rubbed off in the genes on Barack Obama? The hell out of here, man. The hell out of here. That's Frank Marshall Davis's kid, and everybody knows it. And if you don't know who Frank Marshall Davis is, why don't you do a side-by-side comparison of a Frank Marshall Davis next to Barack Obama? That's his real daddy. Yeah, the infamous communist, the infamous pornographer. Oh, yeah, and by the way, you know that Barack Obama's mother did pornographic material with old Frank Marshall Davis. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some Betty Page-like spreads of old Barack Obama's mother. Jesus Christ, man. Listen, I'm serious. I can never forgive you people. Whoever voted for Barack Obama, I don't even care if you think it's a mistake. You're a piece of crap. You're a gullible, dumb, imbecilic piece of crap, and you should be ashamed of yourself for being so goddamn pathetically, anally stupid. You understand that? because it is your fault, the reason why our country is in the precarious situation that it's in. It's a mess. Barack Obama sabotaged this country while you idiots were sitting there circle jerking yourselves trying to give you some virtue signal because, I voted for a black guy. I voted for a black guy. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, you know, somebody tweeted at me that one time he wore a tan suit. Remember that? I think he did that so he could make himself look blacker. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Obama, man. I don't like him. I think he's a traitorous piece of trash. I think he's a soulless scumbag. I can't believe that this man was our president. He should go down in shame. Anyone who thinks that this guy was a great president, the only reason they think so is because they probably received some of our tax dollars in a stimulus package 2 bill. You understand? I'm not kidding around. I'm not joking. I'm not joking around. All you people that voted for Obama, you're pieces of trash. You understand? Freaking spit in your faces if I saw each and every one of you Obama voting pieces of crap. I'm not even joking around. Anyway, look, I'm going to move on. Once again, Barack Obama, $400,000 a speech. This after $65 million book deal. Man of the people here, right? Man of the people. Man of the people. Even Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren is criticizing Barack Obama. Oh, what a shock. What a shock. Break, man. Anyway, I'm going to move on here to another subject. I want to talk a little bit about these alt-right attention whore assholes that ended up going to Berkeley University this weekend, even though the Ann Coulter speech was canceled. Look, I'm going to be honest with you people, okay? I'm all for free speech. This is not some kind of a free speech type of an idea that everybody needs to be getting back of. Because really, what Berkeley is, all right, what Berkeley is, this whole idea, is attention whore central. Attention whore central. Now, I don't understand where Ann Coulter plugging her pathetic book has anything to do with free speech. She's selling product. Is she going to give some impassionate speech about, I don't know, something? No! She's going to talk about her stupid book! And listen, you've got all these alt-right attention whore assholes that are trying to equate Ann Coulter not being able to freaking sell her book to it being some kind of a free speech cause. And you see, that's why Trump is distancing himself from a lot of you dumb alt-right wing idiot assholes because you have no loyalty. Oh yeah, and by the way, today has been named Loyalty Day by our president. Yeah, Trump named today as Loyalty Day. And what have I said about all you assholes that hopped off the Trump train? You're a bunch of yellow-belly, unloyal pieces of crap. So you think it's a coincidence that Donald Trump named today Loyalty Day? I don't think so. So that's why I'm saying, folks, all these alt-right attention whore assholes decided to show up down there to Berkeley. And what did they do? They gave a stupid, dumbass speech like anybody gives a crap. You know what? I mean, I'm sick of these alt-right personalities, man. I am really sick of these people. I'm not joking around. The attention whoredom of these people is making me sick. It's making me sick. I mean, that's all this is. This has nothing to do with free speech. All right, this has everything to do with these people being a bunch of attention whores, man. I mean, what the alt-right is doing, in my opinion, can be equated to what the left did 30 years ago. Because, 30 years ago. I'd say 50 years ago. Almost 50 years ago in the 60s, all right? I mean, in the 60s, you had all these leftists that wanted to be leftists. Why? Because they wanted to basically be attention whores and give speeches and, go to campuses and raise ruckuses and all that crap. I mean, this is the modern day. The alt-right, in my personal opinion, are a bunch of closet leftist agitators. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking around. I mean, anybody who identifies as alt-right at this point is a joke. It's an utter joke at this point, man. Alt-right. I mean, with Milo obviously being pro-pedo, and Lucian Wintrich and what his photography he likes, and Cernovich, and his blogs about being with trannies or whatever the crap. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? These people are all a bunch of attention whores, man. And listen, Cernovich, Ann Coulter, freaking Baked Alaska, that freaking idiot Prosobic or Proabic or Prosobic or whatever the hell your stupid name is. All you dumb alt-right assholes. It's not about you, okay? We don't care about you. We don't care what you have to say. We don't care that you're a cult of your own personality. We don't care. I don't want you to equate what you're doing out here at Berkeley as some kind of a goddamn free speech idolization. It is not, all right? It's not. Because, hey, I tell you what, if Ann Coulter had the balls, instead of being a fucking smug, disgusting, hatchet-faced blonde cunt on TV, on Tucker Carlson after her goddamn speech was canceled, she could have gotten her stupid damn frail ass down there to Berkeley, and she could have spoke with the same idiots that were out there attention whoring. She could have went out there and spoke as well, but she didn't. You want to know why? Because Ann Coulter is a piece of all talk trash. I tweeted out when Ann Coulter was throwing a pie in her face at a goddamn college speaking engagement, she got scared shitless, all right? When they threw a pie at her, she got scared shitless and ran away like she was running away from the goddamn Richard Ramirez Night Stalker, okay? And let me tell you something, man. You, especially as a political agitator like Ann Coulter, you should expect something like that to happen. You should always be ready for something like that to happen. But no, right? She's a woman, right? She expects that she could be a smug cunt all day long. She can be a smug bitch and nothing's going to happen to her. Screw you, Ann Coulter, you stupid hatchet-faced, dumb book-peddling cunt. Shove it up your ass. I'm tired of people putting you on a pedestal, claiming that the reason that you're out there at Berkeley because of free speech, and yeah, I'm out there at Berkeley because of free speech. You're out there peddling your book, you bitch. You're out there peddling your book.
You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber Policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices. Free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm tired of fake-ass people, man. I'm tired of fake-ass people. Wait a minute. No way. That's wait a minute. Laggett, you're freaking trolling me now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. I got to retweet this image. You mean to tell me that Ann Coulter is with JJ from the Good Times? Is this for real? This is a bad. That's a troll, right? There's no way she's with JJ from Good Times. There's no way. There's no goddamn way. Oh, man, this is, man, you know what? This is the Twilight Zone here, man. This is are you kidding me? This bitch is with Dynamite! Dynamite! Are you... I mean, what kind of a funny farm are we living in here in America, man? What kind of a funny farm, man? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Give me the mic. This broad is with Dynamite, baby. Oh, my God. And look, it's for real. Look at this. Thank you, Liberty Capitalists. Ann Coulter allegedly dating JJ from Good Times. I mean, what sense does that make? Hey, white nationalists, there you are. How you like that, baby? Huh? That's what you're backing up right there, huh? All you Berkeley assholes, all you alt-right freaking wannabe white nationals, there it is, huh? There's your free speech. That's what you were out there. Oh, yeah, Ann Coulter, free speech, free speech. How you like that, huh? Dynamite! That's funny, man. I'm sorry. That's funny. And, oh, you know what? Dynamite is a liberal Democrat, too. Oh, he's a liberal Democrat. I mean, this stupid blonde bitch. I mean, this blonde bitch is a phony. This blonde hatchet-faced bitch is a phony, for Christ's sake, man. Good God, this bitch is with Dynamite. Man, I'm sorry. I got lost here. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I just got sidetracked. I'm sorry, folks, for going off teaser here. But, I mean, Ann Coulter is with JJ from Good Times. That almost sounds like a freaking bad joke. It's for real. All right? It's 100% real. So, yeah. Anyway, look, I mean, hey, Ann Coulter can go bang whoever she wants to bang. I don't care, but... I mean, I find it funny that you got all these alt-right assholes that were there trying to speak for her because, hey, pro-free speech, this and that, here she is, she's getting blacked. You know what I mean? She's getting blacked. I mean, I thought that you alt-right guys didn't like that kind of stuff. What happened, huh? I thought you alt-right guys didn't like that kind of, who's looking? You guys are a bunch of, you know, I mean, that's why I don't like the alt-right, man. I'm telling you this right now. I don't like the alt-right, and it's because of stuff like this. It's crap like this. Good God. Ann Coulter, go suck an egg, all right? Or go suck Dynamite, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm moving on. The point is, okay, is that Ann Coulter's speech is not some kind of a virtue signal for free speech, all right? She's peddling her book. She's peddling her book. I mean, if you're going to go out there and you're going to, you know, be making a shit fit about Ann Coulter not being able to peddle her book, she better be paying you. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, I'm just sick of these alt-right people, man. I'm so sick of them. I mean, you know, they make us look bad. They make us look stupid. They make us look contradictory. And not to mention, you know, I almost would not bitch if these guys were like hard asses and badass personalities and kicked ass and took names and crap, I mean, like if they were like Tommy Robinson out there in the UK or something, confronting Islam, confronting these people, not being afraid, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not hiding behind. I mean, I'd be like, all right, well, they're a bunch of agitators, but you know, this guy's he's hardcore, you know, whatever. But no. We got, you know, what, Cernovitz.
Hi, I'm Mike Cernovitz. How you doing? Hi, I'm Cernovitz. I want you to buy my book, A Grilled Mindset. And, you're going to go my book. It's Cernovitz. And I'm going to work for Alex Jones now. You're going to Cernovitz.
And then what, Richard Spencer? As a matter of fact, I think we got Richard Spencer here for an interview. Hey, Richard Spencer, you're on the horn. What do you got to say?
Hi, I'm Richard Spencer, and I am alt-right. I'm the guy who coined the phrase alt-right, okay? And, I want you to know that I am a genuine Nazi because I have a little hairstyle like a little Hitler Youth boy. Yeah, my little hairstyle, it's a little Hitler Youth boy. And even though I'm almost 40 years old, it doesn't matter. I'm still doing my hair like a little Hitler Youth boy. And, I'd like for everybody out there who's listening to the True Capitalist Radio Show, I'd like for you guys who are a part of the alt-right and that are like white nationalists, I'd like for you guys to put glasses of milk, you know, the little emoji milk. Yeah. I want you to put that on your profile. I want you to put that on your profile. A little glass of milk. And you know what I'm going to tell y'all? I'm going to tell y'all that it's for like white power, you know, to signify the white race. But you know what it really means? It means that I like to milk. Yeah. And you know what else? I have to make I have to make a confession. I know that I'm alt-right, and I know that I'm a white nationalist, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. I prefer cut versus uncut. I'm sorry. I know it's so, but whenever it's erect, I mean, doesn't it look like a SS youth with a nice Nazi helmet on? I mean, haven't you ever looked at it? It's like it's got like a nice Nazi helmet on, and it's proud, standing there, waiting to be worked. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know these things. I know. Anyway, do you have something to ask me, Ghost?
Well, Richard, I didn't realize you were going to be this candid with us. Well, let me ask you this. Was it true when you did the Sieg Heil when Trump was elected president, or when he was announced that he won the presidency, why did you Sieg Heil with people that were around you that were confirmed Jewish?
Oh, well, I think that goes along the same lines of what I was just talking about, Ghost. I mean, I like cut, okay? And you know the Jewish boys, you know, they're all cut, you know? And I always tell them, like, you know, oh, yeah, you may be cut, but you've got a Nazi helmet on down there. You've got a Nazi helmet on down there.
All right, get this idiot. Get this fruity alt-right asshole out of here. Get him out. Jesus Christ. I bet you draw a Hitler stash on it, too, don't you freak? Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I'm going to move on, folks. My apologies on that. All right? Anyway, I was talking about how the alt-right attention whores go to Berkeley during the canceled Ann Coulter speech. And I don't want to talk about that anymore. Those people are idiots. Anyway, let's go on here. We already talked about how Trump does want to open face-to-face meeting with Kim Jong-un. And before I move on with that, the latest ballistic missile that was fired by North Korea allegedly was going towards Russia. Here, let me go ahead and retweet that here. There it is. North Korea's failed missile was headed for Russia. Huh? Now you see what I'm saying? Huh? 5-dimensional chess, baby. 5-dimensional chess is what Trump is playing. And by the way, where is Putin? I mean, remember during the 2016 campaign, Putin couldn't stop showing his dumb, disgusting looking face. You know, couldn't stop showing his manlet self on television, you know, thought he was badass, so on and so forth. I mean, I can't, where is he? Where's Putin? Where's Pootie Poo? Where's the big strong man at? He's shutting his stupid, dumb Ruski mouth now that he realizes that he and his stupid, dumb psyop out here in America didn't work. All right? Putin right now is scared crapless. He ain't saying nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in like the same spider hole as goddamn Saddam Hussein was found in, because I'm telling you, this son of a bitch is not going to make it out of 2017 alive. All right? He's not going to make it out of 2017 alive. And if he does, he's going to escape many attempts at his life. Now, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because I had said that Russia was at the bottom of the globalist system, and it was trying to basically be the leader or the creator, all right, of this whole globalist system. That's why he was flexing nuts. I mean, I genuinely believe that the whole Russia nonsense was a ruse concocted by not only Russia, but in conjunction with the Democrats. Because it was the Democrats that allowed a lot of what Russia has been able to amass, like, for instance, the uranium that the Clintons sold to Russia, not to mention the Podestas having a company that they are connected to them out of Russia. I mean, all these folks, all right? All these folks had ties to Russia, and this is what the Democrats like to do. This is what the Clintons like to do. They like to project what they're doing on someone else to take away the spotlight from their own criminality. And right now, folks, I mean, they're protesting Putin right now. I mean, why don't you go search right now, Russia protests. They want him gone. Why do they want him gone? Because the United States media isn't putting Putin on a goddamn Superman pedestal anymore. And Putin can't show his people that the world respects him and fears him. Because it's what I was saying earlier, folks. Remember, a few months back, I was saying that the only thing keeping Putin anything pertinent in his country is because of the lamestream media of the world putting Russia as some kind of a super hacker or Russia meddling into whatever. I mean, it's the Western media that is keeping Putin in power. Because Putin is a thief, folks. He's stolen $200 billion. $200 billion from the people. $200 billion. So anyway, folks, what I'm trying to say is this. I think that Russia is on the brink. I think that at any point Putin can be assassinated, and to be honest with you, I think he should be assassinated. I mean, you're going to steal $200 billion from your goddamn people, and you think that no one's going to notice, you dumb, ungrateful commie prick? I'm not joking around, man. And I'm glad that this is happening to Putin. I'm glad that Donald Trump is slapping him around the world stage. And for you guys that are wondering, well, what does this have to do with North Korea? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm glad that the President of the United States is slapping Putin around the goddamn world stage. Putin doesn't even know what to do. He thinks that he's got goddamn missiles coming at him. He's so goddamn paranoid. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, Putin is scared crapless. Remember, he thought he was so cocky, right, with his little Ruski attitude? Where is he now, huh? Where is he now? You know what he was doing here recently? He was meeting with Japan's head of state, Abe. And why would he be meeting with him? Because he's scared. He's probably talking through Abe to get to Trump because he's scared crapless, man. Stupid Ruski. Sick of those goddamn Russians, man. And I'm sick of the United States people putting these Ruskis on a pedestal as well. You know, oh, yeah, they got Putin in their goddamn profile pictures. They got KGB in their names. These Ruskis are ex-commies. Do you understand that? Anyway, look, I've got anyway, as far as the missile going towards Russia, folks, the United States and the intelligence community, the deep state hackers, if you will, they've been able to hack the ballistic capabilities of North Korea and be able to change the coordinates of whatever ballistic trajectory that they have input into the ballistic missile. And as a result, while they did this ballistic testing, the ballistic missile was hacked. And why not throw it? Why not throw it Russia's way, huh? Why not throw it towards those stupid Ruskies, man? God damn it, I'm sick of these freaking Russians, man. Look, I don't like Ruskies, man. I don't. I mean, don't you realize that this is the same country that brought us serfdom? Serfdom is lower than slavery. And they lived under serfdom for freaking, I don't know how many a generation of goddamn monarchs. I don't like Ruskies, man. I don't. I'm sorry. I mean, you can't trust them. I mean, they're the only people that can sit here and with a straight face tell you one thing. For years they can tell you one thing while internalizing their true motives the whole goddamn time. They are not to be trusted. I don't trust Ruskies as far as I could throw them. I'm sorry. Goddamn vodka drinking cockeyed bastards. I just don't. I'm sorry. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, let me move on to the last, one of the last subjects here. Once again, the mainstream media lying about Trump on China. Now, they're trying to say that, you know, Trump is failing to call China a currency manipulator. Well, let's be honest. China is somewhat trying to open up a little bit as it pertains to the United States. You notice it's no longer threatening the United States. It did at least put 150,000 troops at its border with North Korea. It has threatened North Korea to nuke North Korea if it decides to test a nuclear weapon. I don't think the stance on China has changed. I think what has changed is the circumstances in which to deal with China. And I think that the equilibrium that Trump has found is the trade versus stabilization of the region. And you see, because the United States has that leverage over China, and we do. We have the leverage over China. We have $550 billion of trade going there a year. If we were to shave $100 billion off of that, that would be over. I mean, China would be over. The house of cards that is their economy would tumble down. It would tumble down. So for the lamestream media to sit here and make this false claim that Trump is changing his tune on China, he isn't changing his tune. I mean, this is how you play international relations, you dicks. But of course, you freaking dumbass idiots in the mainstream media know that. You're just trying to push the narrative on Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack so once again you can undermine the president. Our president still has a tough stance on China. That's why he keeps talking about China, that, hey, China may or may not do something to North Korea. China may or may not do this. Hey, North Korea, you launched the missile. China may not like it. China, China, China. I mean, Trump is putting China's balls on the table. And because they're not willing to hit North Korea, it shows that these people are paper tigers, man. Complete paper tigers. And you notice they're not even talking any more mad crap about the South China Sea anymore. I'm telling you, man, Trump has taken control of the global order. This global order is ours now. It belongs to us, the capitalist right. That's who it belongs to. It doesn't belong to the international bureaucratic institutionalist anymore. It doesn't belong to the damn central banks anymore, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. And by the way, it is said that the Trump administration is going to utilize blockchain technology, which is the fundamental technology that creates cryptocurrency. It is going to use that as the back end of their healthcare system. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, folks, look, I just have to keep reiterating every lie that is being told by the goddamn mainstream media. I got to reiterate that they're lying and that the truth is this. I mean, I can't stand that these people can lie, man. Anyway, look, that's it. I know today is May Day. You got all these leftists out here circle jerking each other. I don't even really want to acknowledge May Day because if you want my opinion, this should be free helicopter rides day. You know, this should be free helicopter rides for Antifa, for commies, socialists, social justice warriors, and all leftists. All right? I'm not even joking. As a matter of fact, folks, we still got helicopter rides apparel. Let me go ahead and retweet that right now on my Twitter account. Go ahead and take a look at it. Helicopter rides for Antifa, communists, socialists, SJW, and leftists. You know, I've been getting some tweets and some messages from people that actually have purchased the apparel and have been wearing it out. They have been getting some wide-eyed stares. They're enjoying trolling people in real life with this shirt on because people are like, wow, are you serious? I mean, you just kind of want to throw people off a building? And, oh, my God. Give me a break. Anyway, let me move on. And wait a minute. Do I got somebody dissing me in my goddamn inner circle chat, for Christ's sake? Do I got somebody dissing me in my freaking inner circle chat, for Christ's sake, man? You see, you know, I don't know what you guys what do you guys think? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? And of course, it's a person who's under fucking 20 years old, for Christ's sake. I'm tired of you pricks under 20, man. I'm fucking tired of you pricks under 20. You people make me sick, man. You young people make me sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. Give me the mic. Sick of this crap. Seriously, man. You know what? Let me silence some of these people here. I don't want to see these people. Get them out. Get them out. Get them the hell out of here. Jesus Christ. I'm not even joking, man. That's just chat room martial law. I'm doing some chat room martial law. Get out. You're going to diss me in my own chat room? Get out. Get out. I'm kicking people out right now. You talk crap to me, you get out. Get them out of here. Who else wants up? Get them out. Jesus Christ. somebody in here called me a Jew, is what they called me, a freaking Jewish merchant. I didn't appreciate it, okay? All right, I don't appreciate being called some freaking Jewish merchant. Jesus Christ. Give me a break. Give me the freaking money. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not even joking. Don't call me a Jewish merchant again, you stupid son of a bitch. All right? I'm tired. You know what? I'm tired of you young little... I think I'm going to start kicking everybody who's under 20 out of the inner circle from now on. Fucking tired of you young fucks, man. I'm serious. You people are stupid. Once upon a time, you used to have 18-year-old pricks. You used to have 18-year-old pricks that actually had some sense, that actually wanted to be, somebody, a man, some capacity, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even joking, man. I'm thinking about kicking everybody out of the inner circle that's under the age of 20. You people make me sick. You are a disgrace. Each and every one of you have disappointed me. Y'all are dumber than dirt. Y'all spurg out, for a lack of a better term, for Christ's sake. I'm not even joking around. I'm kicking these kids out of here, man. I'm not even joking. I mean, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of playing babysitter to these little fruits. And not to mention, with all due respect, the same under 20-year-old little pricks, what are they doing? They're hanging around these little fruit bowl, little furries, and these. It all reverts back to the cartoon thing. It all reverts back to the goddamn cartoon thing, man. I'm not even joking around. And look, I don't want to air, more inner circle business. All right, but somebody, and the person that's talking right now. All right, you're who I'm talking about. You, yes, you that just tuned in. I'm talking about you. All right. We made a little bit of a situation, kind of a joke situation this weekend, and because of the joke situation, I heard that you spurged out. All right, you spurged out so hard that you were actually trying to make the goddamn inner circle go on your side and revolt, because why? Your feelings were hurt, you little goddamn prick. I saw the chat log. You should be ashamed of yourself. And not to mention, today's his birthday too. So I can't kick this little brat out because it's his birthday, and then he'll use that as a reason to freaking give himself a dirt nap or something. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably be in another chat room somewhere saying, "Man, I can't believe it. I'm gonna hear y'all." Shut up, you little young prick. Shut up. I'm sick and tired of you young pricks. I am sick and tired of you young little pricks, man. I'm tired of it. Give me the goddamn mic. Give me the mic. And, of course, the person here saying he didn't do nothing. I read the goddamn... I'll talk to you later. Jesus Christ. Embarrassing. You should be embarrassed for yourself. You should be embarrassed, but your young ass is not. None of you young people are embarrassed. And you see, that's why we're in the predicament that we're in. That's why we're here. That's why we're in the predicament we're in. That's why America sucks the chrome off of a 57 Chevy bumper. Right here. Right there. Anyway, you know what? I'm done with this goddamn broadcast, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm done with this damn broadcast. I don't even want to, I don't even want to do radiography. I don't want to do any of this crap. Anyway, I guess I'll do radio. I don't know. I don't really care, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Got these stupid young pricks in the inner circle who think they can. I don't know what the hell you think you could do, man. I don't know what you think you could do, but you know what? I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you, you fuckers. I'm so sick of you, man. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the Anyway, sorry y'all had to see that, man. I don't know. And you know, I don't know. And look, people are already wanting their slots. Are you kidding me? But look at this. Look at this. Look at them. I mean, how am I? How am I supposed to react to this, man? How am I supposed to react to this crap? Look, they want the slots. Oh my God! You know, give me the mic. You know, give me the. Anyway, let's just get to 10 minutes of radio graffiti, and then I get that. Yeah, get out of here. I'll get out of here. I'll get out. Anyway, for you folks that don't know, all you got to do is give me a call right now, all right? 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti, all right? And before I move on, look, I'm sorry y'all had to see that. I'm so sick of these young pricks, man. Every person that has given the inner circle problems, that has been a part of the inner circle, has been a young piece of shit, has been under the age of 20, and I am sick of these young bastards. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. And look, if I knew where they lived, I would personally go down there and slap their mothers in the face. I'm not even joking around. I would slap their silly, disgusting-looking mothers in the fucking face for producing such a dumb bunch of group of men. And these aren't even men. These are I don't know, pansexuals. I don't even know what let's just get to radio graffiti, all right? Hey, engineer, do we have any goddamn radio graffiti calls, for Christ's sake? All right. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to radio graffiti right now. Anyway, who do we got here? We got anonymous radio graffiti. We've got pylons, radio graffiti. And there's Templeton. There he is. He hates capitalists. He hates capitalists. You hate capitalists. Templeton, you hate capitalists. He hates capitalists. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, you know, real funny, asshole. Shut up. My dog hates communists. Do you understand that, boy? Anonymous radio graffiti.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber Policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices. Free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com. You're a business owner.
Check.
You have business owner's insurance.
Check.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been enough. Today, small businesses are being targeted and taken down by hackers. Medical offices, consultants, CPAs, any business that's built success has everything to lose. You probably have cybersecurity installed on your computer.
Check.
But you probably don't have cyber insurance. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Cyber policy covers that gap. Cyberpolicy.com shops the leading cyber insurers to find you the right policy at the right price to avoid a catastrophe. Coverage against loss and damage if your data is compromised. Get a custom quote today in just 4 minutes. And for a limited time, use the promo code BLOGTALK to get Norton's small business protection for up to 5 devices. Free when you sign up for cyber insurance. Plan, prevent, insure. Visit cyberpolicy.com. That's cyberpolicy.com.
What the hell was that? Was that the African booty scratcher singing welfare carols? Jesus Christ. Anonymous radio graffiti. Like, get that musical blasphemy off. Are you kidding me? Don't you dare mix Cowboys from Hell with those fruity asses from, what do they call that? The freaking, I don't even know what the hell their name is anymore, for Christ. Lincoln Park. That's right, Lincoln Park. Crawling in my skin because I'm a fruity ass. Jesus Christ. Anonymous radio graffiti.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the morning. Trump can stop the welfare empire. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the morning. We do it for our kids, babe. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the morning. Don't be so jealous to blacks, Coasty. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the morning. Can't stop the EBT, nigga. Ha 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 ha. Hell yeah.
This goddamn idiot. Damn idiot! Sick of this guy! Man, you know, this has really turned into a goddamn carpet munching Monday from hell! From hell! And, you get why I took a goddamn 2-day hiatus, a sabbatical, away from this crap? Give me the damn. Jesus Christ, man. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? Great! That's sick, man. I'm glad you're banned now. Great and Snake. I'm glad you're banned, you sick pervert. Hey, I didn't say that. Shut up! I didn't say that! God damn it! I never said that. That was a splice. I never said that. I never said that, man. Man, you guys are assholes, man. I'm not even joking. You guys are dicks. I can't believe. Give me that. You guys are dicks, man. I'm not even joking. You guys make me. You make me sick. You make me sick. How about 647 Radio Graffiti? I have never said that. 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 I never said that. You know what? I mean, how many remixes, and let alone how many goddamn Insta remixes, man? That's an Insta splice, man. I mean, that's internet butt stalker-esque, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Hey, is this Raiden Snake? Raiden Snake, is that you?
Yes, it is, Ghost, and I'll tell you one thing, I'm getting so sick of the bullshit right now. We need to set this record straight once and for all, because this is just taking the piss now.
What's going on, Raiden Snake? I see that you're no longer on Twitter again, and I don't know, like the trolls were claiming...
Because these fucking trolls are posting fucking false claims, and I'm getting banned by Twitter because of it. Because they're making false reports, claim I've done, I was abusive and all that crap. I go, well, what? I didn't do nothing of the sort. And they're also making all
So
this
these
other
trolls
bullshit.
are actually reporting you to get your damn Twitter banned?
Yeah, that's what they've done. I'm having to argue with Twitter right now to try and get my account reinstated. It's not even funny, because it's not the first time I've had to do it.
Oh my gosh, man! I mean, you know, I don't get why they're doing this to you, Raiden. Why? What?
Well, they just don't like. What was it? Let me give you an example. Right, this is what I found out. That one, they call me a fake Brit. Two, they don't like me, obviously, being on the show. They think I'm annoying. They think I'm just some useless arsehole. And then Ghost, there's two questions I need to ask you personally, and we need to settle this right now, because at the end of the day, these arseholes are claiming a load of bullshit, and I need to ask this bluntly from you personally.
All right, go ahead. What's going on?
Right, number one. This is what they're claiming, right? And I'll give you a prime example. The TCR Wiki page and also these TV tropes pages about me. One, they're claiming I am part of the short bus. My question is this to you bluntly, because I've never heard of this from yourself or any instructor member.
I'm going to make that official right now. Raiden Snake is not a part of the short bus. Whoever's putting that on, what do you call it, they're putting it on tropes and on the Wikipedia?
Yeah, they are. They're putting on, they're claiming I'm part of the short bus. When as far as I'm aware, I've never been classed as that, not by anyone. Not even yourself.
No, you're not a part of the short bus, all right? Raiden Snake is not a part of the short bus, all right? Let's just make that clear. And what's the second thing, man?
Well, they're claiming I've been banned by yourself and other people.
Well, okay, well, just stay right there, Raiden. First of all, Raiden Snake has not been banned. He's not a part of the short bus. You people you need to fix that Wikipedia page, and whoever's putting that on tropes, TV tropes, you guys are assholes, all right? Leave Raiden Snake alone, man. He's a nice guy. What the hell is y'all's problem? I don't get it, man. What's y'all's problem with the man? Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you're a Helen Keller deaf mute. You should have done it sooner. 352 Radio Graffiti. We got 8 equal Radio fucking Graffiti.
BJ's for squirrels? Are you kidding me, you idiot? Raiden Gecko Insurance.
And that's why you should switch right now to Geico. How do you switch today? You'll get 69% off both Ghost Star Market items and dishes at my signature restaurant, including the hot dog baba. Wait!
Raiden makes me want to puke.
I would call on my enormous screen, but unfortunately, my account's still locked out because of Saturday. That's when my call got disconnected.
Shut up, you stupid little twat. Shut up.
Shut up, man! Lol, you died. Lol, you died. Lol, you died. Lol, you died. You son of a bitch! Leave Raiden Snake alone! You son of a bitch! Goddamn son of a bitch, that's it! I'm done. Stick a freaking fork on me up. I'm done with this carpet munching Monday, you son of a bitch. This is what I get. After a 2-day sabbatical, this is how you're going to treat me?